Hey everybody, it's Lyssa with Song of My Heart Studios. Is anybody out there this beautiful Saturday morning? I have been having a fabulous weekend. We're having a new catalog premiere this weekend at the studio, and we've been having so much fun. And I thought I would come on and show you guys one of the cards we're making. It's been a super hit, and it is called the Floating Strips Technique. And isn't that fun? You can see that the strips appear to be just suspended on the card. Let me bring it up close. But they're actually all glued to an acetate window sheet, piece of clear plastic. And this is a fantastic way to recycle because you can use plastic from anywhere. Because remember, this is not scrapbooking, this is card making. Cards that use acetate are just fine because you don't have to worry about archival status, right? Unless you're going to put it in a scrapbook. So you can use a plastic sheet from like the plastic sheet that comes on a set of new stamps. You can use plastic sheet from pasta boxes or anything that has a plastic or cellophane sheet. Now these are the Stampin' Up! Window sheets, and they're nice and thick. And I'll talk a little bit more about that later. But the other thing you can do with this card is recycle all those scraps. You are going to need a bunch of strips in varying sizes and varying colors, and you can just clean out your scrap bin because they don't actually have to be very long for this. The finished square here is about 3 inches square, so all you need is a scrap that's about 4 inches long. So this is going to be so fun for you to use the scrap bin up. Now, ironically, I'm using brand new colors, so I didn't have any scraps, so I actually had to cut scraps from brand new sheets of cardstock, which is kind of silly, but I wanted to use the new colors. So the colors I'm using today are Sweet Sorbet, this bright berry red, Tahitian Tide, which is a classic turquoise color, and then Parakeet Party, which I'm actually really enjoying. I thought it was my least favorite of the 5 new colors, and Parakeet Party is turning out to be just the perfect accent color for lots of projects. So who knew? So let's make this, huh? So you're going to need scrap strips, obviously, a piece of acetate, mine is 4x4. You're going to need some sort of die shape. I'm using the layering squares and the largest square size. And all these products are from Stampin' Up!, by the way. We have thick white card base, Parakeet Party matte for another basic white piece. I just love the clean lines of this card. And then 2 circle punches. Oh, looks like I punched out the wrong size here. Well, that's easily remedied. I'm no mad if I use this white one. We'll use that on another project. Anyway, 2 nesting circle punches, some rhinestones, and then another little scrap strip of one of your coordinating colors to finish off the layout. All right, let's get started. The stamp set I'm using today is called Nature's Prints, and it's really an unusual stamp set. And look at this card compared to the stamp set. Isn't that funny? But I really like the sentiments in it, which can, of course, be used on any type of card. And I wanted a scripty font, so this one says hello there. Okay, so I'm protecting my work surface, and I've got my acetate sheet, and I learned the hard way that you want to make sure you are working with a clean sheet. So use your jeans or whatever, wipe off your acetate so that it's clean. I got some guinea pig hair in my first project that I did with this technique. And then I like to use liquid glue because it gives me a moment to be able to reposition my strips. And I'm going to glue them diagonally on my sheet and vary the width of the strips that I'm putting down. And you're leaving a little bit of space. That's what gives it the floating feel. Is the strips are all separated and there's space between them. They look like they've all been attached to the card individually, but they're all actually on this acetate window sheet. You can use as many colors as you want. I think this would be so pretty in rainbow colors, but I'm just using 3 of the bright summery new colors. I'm going to use a super tiny white sorbet one here. So you just cover the acetate sheet with strips. And you can see I'm eyeballing the space between them. It does not have to be perfect at all. You're going to feel so thrifty. Look at you using up all your scraps. You will clean out your scrap bin and then you'll be like me where you actually had to cut some more scraps because you didn't have any. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, what color's next? Looks like ready for a blue. Tahitian Tide. Gotta use the proper names, right? Okay. Leave me a comment if you are out there watching. It's so encouraging to me to hear people want to see my projects. I wish we could all stamp together here in the studio. That'd be so much fun. I love throwing parties. And wow, I would throw a party for you if you came. All right, it looks like I glued my acetate right to my table paper. Getting a little gluey here. Oh, and I lost my red one. Wow, I'm on a good start today, aren't I? There we go. Okay, so do as I say, not as I do, and watch where your glued strips are going. Okay. Get rid of my table paper here. So you could go around and trim those all off. Otherwise, just run it through your Big Shot with your square die. You can do circle dies, star dies, heart-shaped dies, whatever your heart desires. Won't that be cute? All right, and it looks like I didn't even need to go all the way out to the edge of my acetate there. But you'll figure it out as you go along. So I'm going to run that through the machine. And to save time, I already did that. So here's my square. Isn't that fun? So cute. All right. So let's get our card going here. I have a regular half sheet of thick basic white. And that is my favorite card base right there. And then we've got a mat of Parakeet Party, which is 3 7/8 by 5 3/8. Whoa! I'm just getting glued to everything here. So I'm going to adhere my mat with an equal margin on all 4 sides. Isn't that a fun color? Trust me, you do need that color. If you thought you could leave that one out, nope. You really are going to want that one. It is the best, brightest, summeriest accent color ever. And I love it. And see, it's not overpowering at all when you use it just for a rim like that. Okay, so this piece here, whoops, that's not a ruler, that's a bone folder. This piece here then is, let me line it up, 3 3/4 by 5 inches, okay? So that's our card, and then we've got our square, and this is where I got my measurement for the sweet sorbet piece that's going to go over here too. So however wide your die cut square is, however tall it is, that's how tall this sorbet piece needs to be. And then it is 1 1.25 inches wide. So to get that floating look, we're going to pop it up on dimensionals. And you want to hide the dimensionals. I'm using the sides here. Never waste that bit. That's the best bit. I'm going to hide them behind where the straps are. Or strips. Sorry, I'm tired. We really partied last night at the new catalog reception. So I'm a little tired yet this morning. And then I'm going to pop up the berry strip here. Like that. And then we're going to add our sentiment. So let's go ahead and adhere these down. So that's all there is to the floating strips technique. Isn't that fun? It's such a cool look. You can't really get it any other way. And the sky is the limit as far as what die cut shapes you want to cut your strip piece into. So I could see school colors. I could see pinks and reds for Valentine's Day with a heart. Oh, it'd just be so much fun. All right, let me see here. I put these punches away because I was trying to be tidy this morning. And I thought I was done with them. Let's see. That's that one. Okay, so this is the one I need. So I have the 1.5-inch circle punch for my mat, and then the 1 1/4 inch for my sentiment. I'm going to stamp first so that I can center my punch around. Oh, I got Tahitian tied all over my finger. Off to a great start today. All right, so I'm going to center my punch on that. Nice. Little tip for your punches there. I always use them upside down so you can see where your punch is going to punch out. Ah, so cute. Now, the placement of this is important because you need it to connect these two panels. Otherwise, they're literally just floating randomly on the card front. And we want to bring them together with a circular element that provides a really nice counterbalance to all the square, straight lines that we've got going. And it gives the eye a place to go. When your eye looks at this card, it starts at the top of the diagonal and goes down, and it leads it right to the sentiment. So, little design tip for you there. All right, and then I've got some rhinestones, and can't wait to put those on. And I'm just doing a little random spatter of rhinestones, like they just kind of fell on the card. Cute, cute, cute. Shiny and fun and floating. So there you go. If you enjoyed that technique and the color combo and the fun, clean white card this morning, I would love it if you'd leave me a comment. If you need the new Stampin' Up! Catalog, which I can tease you, but I can't show you the inside, let me know. My email is Lyssa@songofmyheartstampers.com, and you can shop anytime at bit.ly/shopwithlyssa. All right, have a happy Saturday, everybody.